When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Baylor's offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. Punts it out of the air. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. The Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Welch. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The sure hands, it's Welsh. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hurtado. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The run from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off play action. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it along the sideline. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Looking for a huge play. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's small. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. The run to the right. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Dead center perfect. Time to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Ivory. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Here comes the heat. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivory. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to take off. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bears! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Trying play action. Still looking on the move. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Not knock the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Handoff from the gun.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The inside handoff. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback adapted. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the draw.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Time to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. To start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Cougars. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring mark. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Quick spin on the run.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Houston going up tempo. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got room to work. Took care of it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He'll take it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way and the offense very... Keep possession on that one. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Houston. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They want to run it left here. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Find space on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Now improvising. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
it.